Democracy lives in light. The Charlie Kirk Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. I want to tell you guys about Why Refi. Check it out right now at whyrefi.com. That is YREFY.com. Private student loan debt in America totals about $300 billion. About $45 billion of that is labeled as distressed. Why Refi does not care what your credit score is. Many clients are not even able to make the minimum monthly payment on their private student loans. If you go to whyrefi.com, you can read testimonies from other people who have been where you are and how they've escaped. Do you have a co-borrower? Well, you should check it out at whyrefi.com. That is YREFY.com. Just call 888-YREFI34. That is YREFY.com. May not be available in all 50 states. So check it out right now at whyrefi.com. That is YREFI.com. So check it out right now. Can you imagine being debt-free and not living under this burden anymore? Why Refi does not care about your debt total. They can get you out of debt. They don't care what your credit score is. May not be available in all 50 states. Again, they helped our Pastor Summit. They help all of our great stuff. It's yrefi.com, YREFY.com. So take a look at it right now at yrefi.com. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com. Subscribe to our podcast. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Email us, as always, freedom@charliekirk.com, and subscribe to our podcast. Nick is with us. Nick, thank you for being a member. Members.charliekirk.com. Nick, what is on your mind? Nick. Okay. Let's go to someone not named Nick. Let's go to the next member, members.charliekirk.com. Melissa, what is on your mind? Melissa, make sure you unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be on with you. I'm a longtime listener. And a couple of years ago, I was able to hear you speak at Baylor with my daughter.
Oh, wonderful. I remember that event. Yes. Baylor's got some problems, I'll tell you what, but that's for another time.
Another time. Well, I wanted to talk to you today about my state of New Hampshire, largely inspired by you and other conservative voices. I'm stepping out in faith, and I'm running for Congress in New Hampshire's 1st District.
Wow, amazing. Phenomenal.
Yeah, and I've met your Turning Point Action rep here, Davis Miller. He's great. He's at all of our local Republican events. In fact, he's speaking at my town's committee meeting next week. And I understand that you're hiring more field reps here and that you see our state as an opportunity to flip our federal seats. I'm extremely optimistic myself, obviously being in the race and being on the ground here. So I'd love to hear from you what you're seeing that makes you view our state as an opportunity. And I'm also curious if New Hampshire will be one of your stops on your college tour this fall.
So great question. I don't know if I'm coming this fall. So we like New Hampshire for a lot of different reasons. We're going to be investing pretty substantially in New Hampshire if we can raise the capital. And even if we can't, we're going to have definitely a fighting force there. So New Hampshire is interesting. New Hampshire has 2 Democrat senators, and Democrats have won New Hampshire every single year presidentially for the last 20 years. But it has a Republican governor, as you well know. It actually has more registered Republicans than Democrats in New Hampshire. Republicans control the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and they control a lot of the House of Representatives. A lot of libertarians and very, very grassroots politics. So we like that. Their state house is extremely large, 400 members, one of the largest in the country. And it's also growing with a lot of freedom seekers throughout the Northeast. As a lot of freedom seekers from Massachusetts and Connecticut and Vermont, they are going to New Hampshire. Now, the question is always the independents and how you mobilize them and how you reach out to them. However, it's clear that in New Hampshire, like Arizona, they will elect Republicans to statewide office. So we want to try to invest in New Hampshire to possibly win a Senate seat or 2 Senate seats in the future. And if you're able to do that, you're able to create a red wall to counter the prior blue wall. If the Democrats are able to win back Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, taking New Hampshire plus Nevada, it's basically like winning another battleground state. And so I'm cautiously bullish on New Hampshire. As you know, there's some really fast-moving towns and cities like Portsmouth and Nashua and Manchester. New Hampshire has an increasing population, which not every northeastern state does. And I was just in Maine. I know a lot of Mainers that are moving to New Hampshire for freedom and for lower taxes. And there's a lot of spillover from Massachusetts, which people think is bad, but it's actually not. A lot of the spillover is actually more right-wing, center-right people that are a little more conservative, that don't want to have the nonsense that they see in Boston or they see in Portland. And so, again, New Hampshire is very local. It is very grassrootsy. My piece of advice for you is be everywhere, campaign throughout the entire state. And even if you don't win, here's my piece of advice. If you don't win, you could one day be White House press secretary. Caroline Leavitt ran for Congress. We endorsed her. She came on our show when she was just the congressional candidate, and now she is the White House press secretary. So I believe running for office is good for you even if you don't win. It develops your character. You get to know the state. It boosts your name ID. So don't look at it as victory or defeat, whether or not you win. Look at it as victory no matter what, that you are going to win even if you do not win, and you could run again. And it's a great thing for your kids and your family members to see that you are winning even if you don't get the most amount of votes. It's that kind of growth mindset. You will become a stronger person and a stronger mom and a better neighbor and a better community member. And again, look at Caroline Leavitt. Caroline Leavitt did not win her congressional seat. She should have, and everyone thought, wow, you know what her future would be. Well, now she's one of the most name-recognized ID people in the conservative movement, doing a fabulous job defending President Trump every single day as press secretary. So work hard. You're going to do great. I hope to see you in the Granite State, and I think we're going to be visiting sometime soon. Thank you so much. Email us, freedom@charliekirk.com. We don't have time for another question in this segment. I want to just kind of continue on this idea of growth mindset. We live in the greatest country ever, and some people are trying to convince you that we don't. President Trump has improved this economy dramatically. The one big beautiful bill is just kicking in. There's never been a better time to start a business and have a growth mindset and make money than right now in the United States of America. Yes, it's hard. Things are expensive. They are out of touch, out of reach. Affordability is a massive thing, but the number one inhibitor to getting money is your psychology. It's your mindset. Fix that, and you'll be in a good spot. Be right back.